below danger point is the boiling pot, which we where we cooked up our roadmap. And from there, the Zambezi becomes a very tame, slow-flowing river again, which is that part, sort of taking its trajectory through the border area of Zambia and Zimbabwe and eventually through Mozambique. So we're kind of returning into that riverbed of the river going forward. Now, what we would like also in terms of coming full circle is we would like to do the same that we started off with, and that's one last turn to your neighbor. That was the first thing we did together. We asked you, turn to your neighbor. For you, the summit will be a success if. So we would like to do that one last time. Turn to your neighbor and ask yourself or each other, looking back at the 3 days, to what extent was that now a success? To what have we achieved? To what extent was that a success, and has it met what we were set out to make this summit a success? Just take 3 minutes with your neighbor, and we're just going to ask 5 people to share one thing, and with that we can close the loop.
Yeah, but once the QR code is to swap on. So we don't have to be going to each person asking them. Put the content in and gather the content. Which will show here. Yeah, we can show that. Yeah, no. Jonas' one was for that task. This is the new one. I don't care. It depends on which one. How am I going to contact people? How am I going to get that? You see the problem? Then you email, now you email, do you know how to respond to my thing? You see the point? And also, if you send me an email, I have to then copy it all down.
Okay. So just to hear some few voices on what you think have been achieved over this summit. I'd like to hear just few voices, maybe voices we haven't heard so much. Who's like to just share a word on achievement? Would you? Yeah, is that okay? So what do you think has been achieved over the 3 days? And I would love to hear voices that maybe we've heard less. Don't be shy.
Martha?
I know I'm not Andy, but please help me here. I need some voices in. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think. Okay. All right. I think as I go back home, I'll be able to explain to my fellow farmers what I've learned here. The time I came, I didn't know what Agile Data is. I didn't know what DPI means. So with the explanations that which really have happened in this place, I'm able to give back the meaning. So I think there is a lot that which has happened, and I've taken note. I'm so happy.
Any other words?
Oh, come on, guys. Just 3 more of you. How's that? Yes, thank you, sir. I can tell you're getting a brand new car.
Thank you. Yeah, I will try to be brief on this. What I have learned from this summit is that now I understand the concepts behind the Agile Data and DPIs, and who are involved in their roles. And from all the who are involved in their roles, we all understand the farmers should be involved in the all system development, and also also farmers, they have to understand their role and the contribution. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything from policy?
For me, though my idea have been shared already, but just as they were speaking, one word just dropped into my mind: data democracy. So I'll go with data democracy as one word. I like that data democracy, and I've learned a lot about the data democracy. Thank you very much.
Hi. I think the summit has been a big success, and what I could say for anyone who's not here, next time COSA calls, please answer, because you guys really over-delivered, honestly. Yeah. And also, as we were discussing here, we mentioned the ecosystem, how we learned about the DPI, and we got to see the tools that are available. So we didn't learn in a kind of hopeless way where we feel like we have to start from scratch. Some things are available, and opportunities for collaborations. Thanks.
David, go.
Okay. I learned about the importance of Agile Data and the DPI, but I just want to pass maybe not a very nice thing. Yeah, that I noticed that the people from the Central Statistics Agency did not come, and from the Ministry of ICT did not come. Maybe it's something that we can work together on, so that these people are engaged, appraised, and informed, so that they can continue to participate going forward.
Right, let me just explain. Tafazo Mandana, she's the head of Zimstat. Unfortunately, she got very sick. So she did pass a regrets, like just literally a day before the conference, but she was later to come. ICT, yes. I even went to meet the PS myself. So yes, we'll work together in future, because you're right. I think it's great to have your policy here, as when I think you really contributed to the discussion. But of course, we know how government works. So really, our plea is for you to take some of the things we've been talking about, brief your principals, brief your ministers, and then obviously, hopefully with collaboration, we can get some of the things done. But thank you for that comment, and we will work together, I guarantee you. Big round of applause, please, for the policy holders.
Okay, thank you very much. For me, what has caught my attention, especially in this last session we've had about committing ourselves, what are we going to do?
I just realized that we need also to be agile. We are talking about agile data, but I think also we need to adopt what we call adaptive programming. There is a lot to be done, but the resources are very scarce, which means that we have to use this approach of adaptive programming, whereby we can be able to be flexible and make changes within our existing programs of projects, and we embed some of these important things in the existing projects to achieve the use of Agile and DPI. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good. With that, we come to the formal closing. There's a few things of housekeeping still. We have 8 out of 10 reports, so we are still waiting for 2 to make it complete. I just want to draw again your attention to the resources and the different connection opportunities outside. Take photos of those stickers of people you want to be in touch with. Go back to the resource wall. For instance, in July, we had the event in Accra from COSA, the design event. We have the winning team putting out an invitation to look at what they've produced there. So there's a QR code, fantastic. So you can inform yourself what has come out of that. On your tables, you have a QR code for an evaluation, and Emily is holding an example, so please give us some feedback. We also have put out, all these QR codes, it's horrible. No, I also, it's QR overkill somehow. So, if you found interesting this kind of work of collaborating and facilitating, we have put our QR code out there as well. So if you want to be in touch with us, you can do that. Thank you. So it's really interesting. There was a lot of debate preparing this event in the organizing team. And would people come to the party? Would they speak up? What do we need to put in place that they overcome hesitations to make contributions? And you completely trashed the door and sort of were here present all the time. You didn't let us down. Not that we expected that ever. I think you were so present. You probably could carry on until midnight, and you would come with us to the end of the rainbow. And that's really just a gift for us. We can't do anything without this level of commitment and contribution, and it's always fantastic to see what happens when we manage to connect meaning to task and how much we can do that. So from my side, a great thank you for being such a wonderful crowd to work with and to collaborate with. Thank you.
I just also wanted to say just a few words on those. So I echo the thank you. I thank you deeply because you make this work meaningful, seeing that our hypothesis is that when you bring diversity in a room, it's best. It comes at some magic happens. So you've given that to us. So it's a thank you. I also want to deeply thank COSA, GISN team, Andy, Leonard, that has been on the moderation part. And I also want to say that I want to invite you to this thank you space, not now, but I think if you want to create an ecosystem that survive and sustain, I think saying thank you and gratitude to the people you work with is going to also be an ingredient for success. So that's what I would like to invite you to step into. So those are my final words. Thank you so much.
Wow, big round of applause. Thank you, guys. Please give them a big round of applause. They work really hard, not just them. Yep, thank you. Not only them, but also the entire COSA team. Thank you, guys. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. Right, thank you. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. Right. Now, I'm gonna bundle one more QR code. I was told to watch you. I was told to watch you.
I think we want Andy and Caroline and Mark to go on stage and take a bow.
Oh, we haven't finished yet. Oh, wow. Come take a bow. I like that. There's a song about that, isn't there? No, do we need to dance also? Oh, we'll dance tonight. Here we go, guys. Brilliant. And I'm hoping, thanks guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, really appreciate it. Wait, come over here, man. What's the matter with you? In fact, I would have called all of you. Emily, it would be great just to come and say hi, but I'm sure that Gretchen will talk to you about later. She'll call you up. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Make it a habit. 7
Thanks so much, guys. Brilliant. Thank you. Right, so I am going to bundle one more QR code on you, only because it suits me. And the QR code, which we'll explain now, but only put up at the end, is so that we can swap contacts. So you put the QR code and you can put your contacts in, so it's much easier than going to each person and saying, please can I have your card or whatever. Okay, but we'll put it on. Sorry? I heard that sigh. Okay, so we're going to put it up after. He's going to start throwing things at me. Right, we're going to put it up after the closing remarks. Jonas, do you want to quickly explain it, or are you happy? Yeah, sure. Just really quickly.
Yeah, thank you. So I was just asked from the COSA board to put up this QR code so everybody can please share their contact information so that everybody can be in touch afterwards. Please also indicate what you were here for. In my case, I would say something like Ground and WISP and the shared registries and whatever. And I just heard that it has been a little bit of an overkill with the QR codes. I just want to remind you of one thing. QR codes are a perfect example of how DPI really works very well. They have been invented by Toyota, I think, a decade ago or something, to put them on auto parts during manufacturing.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
And they just work so well that we are putting them up there all the time. So that is DPI. Thank you, everybody.
Wow, talk about guilt tripping. Eh? All right, anyway, the QR code will be on at the end. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're getting to that part of our conference where I get sad because it's getting to the end. But we still have a couple more presentations, or at least speeches, so I can say speeches, I won't say that, to give to you. So, I'm not sure if anyone wants to stand or they want to do what I do, wander around here. I think it's probably better. So first of all, I'd like to call upon the advisor digitalization at GIZ Diaska, Pascal Ripplinger, to come give us some comments. You want to go up?
All right. Yeah, now I have 1.5 hours to conclude.
Yes, 1.5 hours.
All right. So how do you feel now after these 3 days? Tired or great? Yeah, that's good. So we are reaching the end of the summit now. I think it was really good 3 days. So I would really like to thank all of you. We heard a lot of thanks, but yeah, it's great because without you it wouldn't have been possible to have these great discussions. And it felt for me not like a normal conference. It felt more like a space for collaboration, discussion, and alignment. And I really like to see this motivation and enthusiasm in this group. And personally, that makes me really happy. And it shows also, again, the value of meeting in person. I think that would never happen meeting on a Zoom or Teams meeting. So I think in the last 2 days, 3 days, a lot of new ideas have been born. So all these discussions in the working groups, and yeah, let's take them forward. So we discussed many different topics here. I just have 1.5 hours, so I cannot touch base on all of them. But I think we talked about building inclusive solutions, interoperable systems, open source tools. We talked about trust. We talked about governance models, and we talked about shared values of data. And I think this is a core learning. So this data we were talking about has a value. And this value must benefit to those who create it and who own it. So data should not be another source of exploitation in future, or even now, it should be the foundation of empowerment. And I think, there are a lot of ideas to work on this, also, on the ongoing activities. And this is where DPI and Agile Data comes in. So when it is designed well, it can lower the barriers, it can lower the cost, it can reduce duplications, and ensures data sovereignty, which is really, really important. And coming back to this example, which we heard quite often, of the physical infrastructure. This morning, very early it was, when some of us went to the Victoria Falls, I guess you have seen the bridge. And this bridge is already 120 years old. And when you looked on the details, there were quite new trucks on it. So new trucks using old infrastructure, and it's shared infrastructure. So comparing this to DPI, I propose really to avoid building individual bridges for individual cars or roads or railways or whatever we used during the last 3 days, to make this much more efficient and to not maintain different infrastructure here. This would be really expensive when it comes to cost. So when we leave now, what do we gonna take with us? So I think there is a shared understanding how digital public infrastructure and Agile Data belongs together. There is no doubt on that. We have new partnerships. I saw a lot of people discussing very intensively what could be done together. And even today we had developed concrete ideas, what's next. And when we ask ourselves, what's now? I think we go to the airlines tomorrow or whenever, go back home to our day-to-day life, and I think there is a risk that all the ideas will be forgotten. I mean, many of us have been in conference like this, but let's try to avoid this and keep on aligning, keep on talking. I think talking to each other, especially in these challenging times, it's really, really important. And that's why we really motivate you to reach out, to discuss your ideas, to bring in also critics or doubts on certain things. This is really important to mention. And the Diaska network really offers the opportunity to bring the people together, to create an environment to do so. And we really would like to create a shared room to exchange these ideas and to develop concrete outputs forward. And we were talking about QR codes, so we have another one. We have even more. We have 2 more ones. If you show it, I mean, as you know, there is the networks of Agile Data and the Diaska. There will be a QR code in a second. You can register there. Just be part of the journey, bring in your ideas, you get information about publications. There are several webinars which will take place in the next month and over the next year. You can even bring in your own ideas to contribute. This is even more important than listening. And happy to see you as part of both of the networks. Last but not least, I would like to thank the German Federal Ministry for Economic Collaboration and Development and the Gates Foundation for making this possible, because without that, we wouldn't be here. And thank all the colleagues and partners behind the scenes who really worked a lot on making this possible. Namely, we had already seen some on stage, IPK, Leonard, the whole COSA team, Andy, and also the colleagues from GIZ who worked also a lot on that behind the scene. So thanks a lot. Safe travels. We will see tonight, I guess, and see you soon on the Diaska or Agile Data Network.
Thank you, Pascal Ripplinger, please. Big round of applause. Thank you, Pascal.
And one thing I forgot to say, I think it would be great to take a joint picture later on here on stage.
So we will be doing that hopefully on the steps. Well done. In fact, thank you for reminding me. We will be taking a joint picture on the steps, hopefully, if that's... Oh, up here, sorry, up here. We'll take it up here with a nice backdrop. Okay, at the end of the session. For farewell or final comments, please put your hands together for the Senior Program Officer in Agriculture Development, Richard, from the Gates Foundation, Richard Caldwell. As I said, keep clapping. It's your last clap. Oh, yes, he's running. Yay!
All right. So Agile Data with COSA is just one of 19 grants that I have. So you can imagine this is not my first rodeo, my first conference. And to be truthful, I've been to a lot of conferences, and on day 2 I'm going, oh, when's this going to end? And today I was thinking, oh, why does this have to end? So and those remarks have been made. It's been, actually Morgan, who goes to a lot of conferences with me, told me a couple hours ago that she thought this is the most creative and best organized conference she's been to. So that's a great comment. And one of the things I think we achieved until this afternoon when we divided up into our silos about who we are, all the diversity in the room, I didn't ever once in my mind think, oh, that's a farmer, oh, that's a Diaska person. I thought this is just someone who's contributing to the conversation. And I think it's the first conference too I've been in where the farmers just didn't come in, say something, and then you never saw them again. You participated in the whole 3 days, and I thought that was such a great value add. The other thing I wanted to say is sometimes in life you have to take risks. And about a year ago, when COSA started talking about this conference, it was supposed to be an Agile Data conference last November, I believe. You know, and we would have gotten a lot of Agile Data people in the room, and we would all talked about all the case studies, great work they're doing, and patted ourselves on the back. And then when Diaska came in with DPI, I was a little bit skeptical at first and thought, like, how are we going to merge these two topics, which to the uninformed might seem quite different. And I'm really impressed about how it worked out. I think there's a lot of lessons that we can take from it. And for me, going forward, in the future conferences I do, I think I'm going to reflect on, like, how do we actually make this even more impactful than if we just talk to people who are convinced about what we're doing instead of people that are really coming from diverse views. Like to thank everyone. Too many people to mention. Audra, actually I remember when this grant started, Audra is a communications person, and many of my grants don't have communication people, at least from the beginning. They start thinking about it toward the end. And Audra came in with all these ideas. We're going to have this great website, this webinar. We're going to have this great common person coming in and doing videos and stuff. And I'm going, oh, slow down. But she's done an amazing job, and it's a hard job, huh? It's a really hard job. And yeah, so I don't think I'll take any more of your time. I didn't have notes, you notice? So this is all extemporaneous. But again, thank you all for coming, and I really do hope we stay in touch, and I really do hope we take some of these ideas we worked on and just not make it another conference where you go home and then start answering emails and forget what you actually did here. So thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Caldwell, Senior Program Officer in Agricultural Development at the Gates Foundation. Thank you, Richard. Right, our final person to give us some comments for thank you, and just to wind it up, please, for the interim CEO on the Committee on Sustainability Assessment, COSA, please, big round of applause for Gretchen Viegas.
Thank you, Andy. I am going to come up here so you can all see me, first of all. So is everybody still awake? I want to hear that you're still awake. All right, we got it. So I am the last speaker, honestly. And Richard, thank you for your comments, and I agree with you 100%. I would like to stay here for another 2 days. I have enjoyed this so much. I really have. And I want to thank Pascal for giving us the bridge analogy earlier, especially that we should be building on top of that infrastructure that already exists, right? Does everybody agree with that? All right. We forgot to do the reflections this morning on Victoria Falls, right, Andy? Yeah. So I'm going to give you one of my reflections as well that I think really, really kind of sums up my feeling as I'm leaving here, which is we all saw the Victoria Falls, that powerful fall, right? Who got wet? Like, I got wet, guys, really wet. It was powerful, wasn't it? Do you know where the falls come from? They come from all these interconnecting little tributaries, right? Is that right, Andy? Kinda? All right. Well, lots of different channels. Yeah, so there's lots of different channels. Right. And then when it hits, it goes boom, all the way to the bottom, right? Well, guess what we are? We are all those channels that are coming together, and we just hit the Victoria Falls. And I think that's what I felt in this room. Who felt that? Did you feel that? All right. So, my experiences, and I'm sorry I missed out on half the first day, I really am. I have 25 years, almost 30 now, in global international development. And I spent 16 of those in Latin America and East and Southern Africa. And I worked with donors and private sector and policymakers and government and civil society organizations. And a lot's changed. Like, we're in a new world right now, right? And I want to say a huge thank you to GIZ and to Gates, Richard and Lars, because the ability to come together and have this type of conversation is what I believe the new development sector that we're in, it's what we need. It's what we need. I heard you say over and over again, yeah. So this process was good. It was good because we're coming at it from all these different angles. But you know what it was also good for? We know our sector's changing. And everybody in here, I think, can be the leaders to show the example of how we can integrate and make that change happen. Because we need each other, and we can definitely become leaner in terms of our expertise and our funds and that integration. Who believes that? Yeah. All right. So with that, first of all, I'd like to invite all of COSA staff up here. Come on. Come on. Let's go. So, first of all, thank you so much for the kind words from all of you about this conference, because I can tell you, this team hasn't slept very much since they started putting this together. And I can tell you that it was really, really important for everyone here to get lots of input from all of you to make sure that this was your summit. Yep. And so, you know, Emily and Audra and Julie, right, and Sylvia and Jessica and Sylvia and Carlos, all of you, thank you so much for everything that you did. You want to say something? Audra? I am going to ask Audra to say something.
No, it's just been such a journey, such a journey. It started from the planning. We built so much. The summit started happening a long time ago, and then every minute of connection with everybody, just bringing people together and making this happen, and then working in collaboration with the team and everyone. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So as a COSA team, we are of your service. So please let us know how we can support you and how we can integrate with your projects and be the champions that we really need to be right now. And with that, I need everybody to come up here with us so we can get our final photo
unfortunately we have to close because there's a few things to say.
Okay.
So why don't you step up? Thank you. Please give COSA team a big round of applause and we'll call everybody up. Please sit down.
To do that.
No, don't worry. We'll do it. We'll come back. Don't worry. Thanks, Christian. We'll do that. Yeah, it was a good idea, but yeah, it was. Right. Just a few things before we get into... Oh, sorry, Audra. I don't want you to break your neck at the final day, do I? Ladies and gentlemen, I think, as I said, we will do the final photo once I've closed, but I think for me, I would like to really thank you all. I've made new friends, I've made new connections, I've met old friends, we've laughed, we've had a really good time, we've talked, we've interchanged ideas, so I appreciate you, and I'd like you all please to give yourselves a big round of applause, because you really were what made this conference special. Also, I'm really happy that you visited our country, Zimbabwe, and I hope that when you leave, you go and you spread the word how beautiful a country we are, the great people you've met here, and really hopefully you come back again and visit us. That's on a personal level. I really do hope you did enjoy Zimbabwe. Did you enjoy Zimbabwe? Oh, brilliant. So today, just before I say finally goodbye, this is going to shock you. We leave outside at 6:30 for dinner. Okay? So we meet outside the front at 6:30 to be picked up. We're going to the Boma restaurant, prepared to bang drums and dance. You're going to have a really good time, I promise you that, okay? And I want to see a few dancing going on, particularly Lars. I'm interested to see if Lars can dance. There we go, can you see? So, ladies and gentlemen, I know most of us are leaving tomorrow, so wherever you're going, please travel well. But more importantly, please all be safe. I'm Andy Hodges, it's been my pleasure. Goodbye, and take care of yourselves. Right, now, the photo. Question, you want to come up here? Right, guys, stand up, photo. Let's move this. Can I get some few strong to move this? Right. How the hell do you pull it? Oh, does it come off? Does it come off? Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, don't worry about that. It's okay. Right, so I'm sure the taller guys at the back, yeah? I know me, Lars, and our Kenyan brother. Where is he? There. Oh, there's another Kenyan. Where's the other Kenyan? There's lots of... No, you're not Kenyan. You're not Kenyan. Where's the other one? Yeah, you can sit if you want. You can stand. It's up to you guys. Sit down. Stand up here. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, guys, one more thing I didn't thank is the video and tech crew, all the guys that have been working on us. Thanks so much. Right. Here we go. Audra, come on, get up here, come and sit. Right, who are we waiting for? Right. Photographer, tell us how we should be. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Turn the music up to hear that sound. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Ain't nobody gotta tell you what you gotta do. If you wanna live your life, live it all the way and don't you waste it. Let the feeling, let the beat be so very sweet, you gotta taste it. You gotta do it. You gotta prove it. Come on, you know what we're here for. Do it. You gotta prove it. Let's party, make it hot. Dance, don't ever stop, whatever rhythm. Thank you so much, everybody. So we meet outside at 6:30. 6:30 to go to the Boma. So see you soon. Thank you so much, everyone.